Chicagoland weather forecast. Bit of rain or freezing rain crossing the area. High 38, low clouds, and 33 overnight. It's 34 right now. Your next news update is at 8. Chicago's Morning Answer continues next on AM 560, The Answer.
Now, from the Signature Bank Studios. Only the biggest stories, only the biggest guests, and only the biggest opinions. This is AM 560, The Answer.
We asked them to stay committed to Haiti. We say in Haiti, the darker it gets, the sooner the light is gonna shine. So it is getting darker, so light is not far.
Top of the morning, Dan and Amy. I want to add to that clip you heard of the situation in Haiti by pulling forward this story that we discussed earlier this year. World Focus did the story, and it was about a cookie business in Haiti. That's right. But it's not the kind of cookie business that, well, I mean, it inspires you in one sense, but it's not the kind of cookie business you want to be in. Dirt cookies. Take a listen.
They look a lot like pancakes or cookies. The recipe passed down from generations here in Haiti. Women spend entire days making them. Grandmothers, daughters, and younger girls. Infants are nursed while mothers work the mix. Kids seem to enjoy them, at least when our camera was around. But these patties, known as bonbon terres by the Haitians who eat them, are a grim reminder of just how poor this Caribbean nation is. They aren't sweet, they're hard to swallow, and add almost nothing in terms of nutrition, because the cookies are actually made of dirt.
It fills your stomach. When we haven't eaten anything, this dirt cookie fills your stomach.
Traded, sold, and even hoarded by women here in the poorest section of the poorest country in the Western Hemisphere, Cité Soleil in Port-au-Prince, Haiti. Small amounts of vegetable shortening, salt, and occasionally sugar are mixed in with the dirt and water as well. Made in places like this, an old fort where torture was once common by corrupt dictators here. Fort Dimanche is now a center of commerce built around the dirt cookies, a basketball court, soccer field, and school for hundreds of kids and home to many.
To get to the basketball court, which acts as a preparation area for the dirt cookies, you have to cross this open sewer, which is littered with animal parts and trash and other nasty things, to get to an area where the cookies are laid out to dry out in the sun. You can see that these are still very wet, not quite ready to be served, but this is literally dirt being prepared for humans to eat on top of other dirt and filth.
Pretty depressing stuff, which is why we partner with Food for the Poor, as we have before, and we're doing again this year, to provide life-saving food for people in Latin America, including but not limited to Haiti, and why we appreciate the donor leadership from our business benefactors, as well as all of our individual donors. But some of those business benefactors we'd like to recognize, people that have signed up for that program. We'll give you the details. Brian Willey Construction, Applied Mechanical, Suburban Welding and Steel, Mary Lou Lasky, Quick Delivery Service, DSP Insurance Services, K&S Metals, MS Consulting Services, Gatto Industrial Platers, Chicagoland Midwest Performance Cars, and so many more.
Yes, and to become a business benefactor, what that means is a one-time donation of $2,500 as a way of saying thank you. We give you 40 one-minute commercials that will air right here on AM 560 Monday through Friday. The $2,500, tax deductible. So you'll be helping yourself while you're helping others. In fact, you'll be helping 500 children eat for a year and provide clean water for them. It's the best deal in all of Chicagoland radio to sign up to become a business benefactor, and it will sell out. Call Ann Jeanette, our sales manager, at 847-472-8951. That's 847-472-8951, or go to 560theanswer.com/food for the poor.
For more on how the campaign is going this holiday season, please be joined again by Paul Jacobs, the radio manager and on-air fundraiser for Food for the Poor. Paul, thanks for being with us again. Appreciate it.
Good morning. It's great to be with you. And I just was just taking a moment to be very silent. That song Silent Night is very appropriate for me right now when you just played that clip, because I've been to Cité Soleil and I still smell those smells. I still feel that mud under my feet as I walk from home to home. But one thing I still feel, which is still and probably will never leave me, are those children when they grip your neck in a hug, when you visit them and you see them. And you tell them it's going to be okay. We're going to tell your story. We're going to tell your mom's story. We're going to get you food. And I just think that no better time than with literally one day, 15 hours, 14 and a half minutes left before we begin our Christmas day, that we look outwardly to children like these in Haiti, where, as my colleague Ken Michel said, the light is not far away.
Right. And I mean, the thing about this is, too, I mean, as disquieting is the reporting on things like dirt cookies and it's how much of an impact you can make for such a small amount of money. So you can do your philanthropic work locally and in the community in which you live in Chicagoland or anywhere else in America, but to set aside a few dollars to have such an impact in places like Haiti is it's why people do charitable giving, is they want maximum impact for what they're able to give, and this provides it.
That's exactly right. And when you talk about maximum impact, you're talking about those business benefactors that you listed off, and several over the weekend came in. Their gift of $2,500 effectively is going to provide 50 children, because of a food match, with life-saving food in countries like Haiti and Honduras and El Salvador and Guatemala. 50 children that tomorrow will know what it means to have a full belly, 2 meals a day, in fact, and have access to water in their community. Oh, I just want to take a moment to say thank you. When you talk about impact, thank you, Cheryl from Palatine, Burton from Chicago, one of our business benefactors, thank you. We had a gift from Robert from Chicago, and I love this. Fed one child with a $50 gift and said, because we should as humans. And I just love the gift. We had an anonymous gift from Evanston. A gift to feed 2 children says, I feel that nobody should go hungry. It is the most essential help that people need that we could ever give. And over the weekend, 54 children were fed through and 560 AM, the Answer family, listeners who said yes to children and families. And really, it would be a miracle to see another 100 children before Christmas Day. That's just a day and a few hours to go. If we could get another 100 children fed and meet our goal by Christmas Day.
And sometimes it's nice to make a donation on behalf of your well-fed child or grandchild. And when you call the number 844-862-4673, it takes just minutes, not a long phone call, not a long conversation. Have your credit card ready. Tell them the amount you want to donate, and then you're done. But what you're doing is impacting so many people and helping so many lives.
Or you can make a donation on behalf of your well-fed co-host.
Oh, yeah.
Don't forget about those people who are well-fed. So how is the I mean, people always, so how are we doing? How's the campaign going in Chicago? I know it's national in scope. How's it going this year?
No, it's going excellent. I just have to say that we are miraculously close to getting to our goal. Our goal overall is to make sure that 3,700 children are fed for an entire year. The numbers are still being calculated as we speak this morning. And so we'll have an update when I'm going to be on Sean Thompson's show a little bit later, so I'll probably have some updated numbers. But I just want to tell you that no matter how close we get to our goal of reaching that 3,700th child, please understand there is one more. There are 10 more. There are 50 more in communities that need you right now. So we can never reach a goal, even though we set these goals, but we know that there's a goal that you have, and that is to extend yourself this Christmas season. And please, would you do that right now? Would you make an effort to say whatever God has placed upon your heart? Some have said, I'm going to commit my business to $2,500. That's 50 children. Some have said, I want to provide a $500 gift. That's 10 children with the match before Christmas to say they will eat every single day. Some have even given $100. Whatever your gift is, please make it now, because there are children that are waiting on the other side of your generosity. And before I close, I just wanted to give you one number. I want to give everyone just one number to just envision, with all the turmoil, with all the food insecurity taking place in Haiti alone. one number that really stands out, and that's 95. 95 organizations like schools, health centers, nutritional centers, churches, and communities that need this food, that Food for the Poor is going to be able to dispatch to them at this holiday season with your help.
So, how, the mechanics of it a little bit. I'm interested how that works. I think people are interested too. Is like, you get a business benefactor who writes a $2,500 check, and then how does that work to go from, sort of central office to food being delivered to some of those children we were talking about?
Dan, that's a great question, and it's not a cookie-cutter solution in our countries. In Haiti, it is a office of 400 people, and Amy, she's been there. She's seen it firsthand, the work that goes on in the canteen and out in the field with our staff. Then there's places like Guatemala where we have trusted ministry partners that they go into communities. So when your gift comes in, we dispatch and do distributions. Sometimes those distributions is in the form of non-perishable food. Sometimes those distributions is in the form of cash. And then what ends up happening is those monies get sent to our ministry partners, get sent to our offices in country, and they propagate the local economy. What is that? Why is that so significant?
Yeah, good.
It's significant because people are going to remain in their communities and thrive because their businesses are thriving because of your gifts and donations through our ministry partners to make sure that their people are eating and getting food and making sure that they stay healthy and remain thriving in their communities.
And will always stick with me too, those moms and the kids that were waiting in the long lines outside that Haitian Food for the Poor, and doesn't matter the weather, if it's hot or raining or whatever, they're there, and the smiles on their face, so appreciative of everything that you've donated so far. I just wanted to say that because it's watching them get that bucket of food, it's like Christmas every day.
No, it is. It truly is, because when you talk about a child that is probably, and this is not hyperbole, a child that has maybe gone 2 days, 3 days without eating properly. When I say eating properly, I mean maybe a little coffee in the morning, possibly a tortilla or some bread, a handful of rice all day, and then they go 2 or 3 days and it's got to last them. Those children suffer, and then they have a full meal before them where it's going to help keep them healthy, and then they can learn and they can grow and be healthy again. Yeah, it's truly Christmas all over again with every meal.
And we hope to eliminate those mud cookies someday. That's a reality.
Yes. Imagine, just understand why the birth of those mud cookies came about. It came about because there were no resources. What was the most common resource? Dirt. Dirt can be mixed with whatever you have on a shelf, that, a little bit of salt or whatever, and I bake it in the sun on a blue piece of tarp, and I sell it for a nickel or a few pennies. Without food, that becomes a reality. But when there's food, when these families have meals to eat, and they can eat every single day, and moms will never look at those mud cookies. And I've talked to those moms, and they say it's just because we have to. We have no other choice. Well, you and your generosity and your compassion this Christmas season are giving those moms a choice.
To make a gift of any amount, you can call 844-862-4673. Again, that's 844-862-4673, or you can visit our website, 560theanswer.com/food for the poor. And the Business Benefactor Program, Amy?
Well, it's a one-time donation of $2,500. It's the best deal in all of Chicagoland radio because you're helping your business while you're helping those in need. One-time donation, $2,500, tax deductible. As a way of saying thank you, we'll give you 40 one-minute commercials that will air right here on AM 560. And also, it will provide food for a year for 50 children in Latin America and the Caribbean. And it's really just a win-win situation. And we have a long list of business benefactors. I know you read some of the names, but this will sell out. JohnCastNews.com is on here. Mathnasium, Chicagoland Centers. The list goes on, but it will sell out. So do it today. 'Tis the season for giving, as we always say. The number to call is 847-472-8951. Again, that's 847-472-8951, and ask for Anjanette, or simply go to our website, 560theanswer.com/food for the poor.
Paul Jacobs, radio manager and on-air fundraiser, Food for the Poor. Paul, thank you as always. Appreciate it. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, and just really a bit of good news. We had 8 children in these last few minutes since we've been talking. Fed already. Merry Christmas, everyone.
All right, bless your heart. And he joined us on our turnkey Pro Answer Line.
This is Chicago's Morning Answer on AM 560. The Answer.
Balance of Nature supplements, changing the world one life at a time.
A lot of times people don't understand what a supplement is. A supplement is in addition to your regular foods. It's really just an incredible formula, and I've been doing nutrients for 43 years. It has a tremendous effect on how I feel, my well-being. I love the way it gives me all my supplements for fruits and vegetables, which I take a lot of anyway. But I find that this gives me that supplement that I was missing before.
Merry Christmas! This season, be part of the cheer and save big with our exclusive Christmas deal. Call 1-800-246-8751 or go to balanceofnature.com and sign up as a new preferred customer to get 35% off your first preferred set with free shipping and our money-back guarantee. That's 1-800-246-8751. Don't miss out. Go to balanceofnature.com or call 1-800-246-8751 and get this exclusive Christmas offer by using discount code CHICAGO.
If you have unfiled taxes or are in debt to the IRS, this is important news. Did you know the IRS has programs specifically designed to help people struggling with tax debt? Powerful tax assistance programs that can save you thousands if you qualify. No one knows the